Hello everybody, my name is Trash Panda and welcome back to another HYTALE video. Today is a special day. It is the end of an era, which is kind of funny since my channel is only like a little over 2 weeks old. But essentially, up until this point, with the exception of two videos, my content has been these time lapses where I'm giving commentary over them, and this is the last video that's in that style. Going forward after today, it will either be Let's Plays or occasionally Let's Plays with some friends, but also maybe funny moments depending on how the recordings turn out with the friends that actually play with me on this server. If you guys end up not liking it and want me to return back to this style of content, then by all means let me know in the comments. But I can't imagine the new content being less entertaining than the old content. And for those of you who have seen the problems with building in HYTALE and the cottage build tutorial that I did, I do plan on continuing to put out content like that on top of the Let's Plays and the funny moments. But a majority of my content going forward is going to be in that format rather than the format that this video and many of the other ones on this channel have been. So I know that was a little bit long, but without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video. Alright, so kicking things off on our last session in this format. At the end of the last video, I found a Zone 4 Forgotten Temple and went down and explored it. And so, as you guys just saw a couple seconds ago, on my way out, I think I hit a vine and it threw me into the lava. That was a little disorienting. And I know some people have said this before, but the way that vines and ladders work in HYTALE makes them a little difficult to actually like walk around. Same with trapdoors. They all kind of function just a little weird, and it makes traversing in HYTALE difficult sometimes. So, as I said in the intro, this is the last video taken in this format. I've been working hard to try and get the videos or the sessions that I recorded with my friends ready on time. It definitely takes a lot longer. There's a lot more production involved than in a session like this. Now this weird like fish thing was just freaky. Threw me off. Like I was saying, the production involved in a video like that is a lot different than one like this. So this was just, now this is a really short session, but it was the last one I recorded in this format. And it was about 40, 50 an hour long. And it was just, you know, like a hour-long recording session that I then speed up to 4 times speed, and now I'm recording over it, and that's pretty much all it takes. There's the occasional cuts for when I walk away from the computer for a little bit, other things like that, but for the most part, we'll stop real quick. So what happened right there was I tried to go through the portal on the horse because I wanted to take him back, the cool skeleton horse. The problem was that when I was on him, I was too tall for the portal room and I got stuck. So when I got off of him, he went back through the portal. Well, he actually didn't go back to that island. I think that teleporter was set up to go to the location that I had teleported from originally when going out to that new Zone 4 island. So the skeleton horse got completely trapped somewhere else. But I did something weird, and it actually, it's hard to see in this video because I'm already going at 4 times speed, but I accidentally gave myself a speed boost. I somehow like glitched the sprint key, like the sprint bind, and I was like permanently sprinting without using any of my stamina, and I could double sprint to go even faster. It was really cool, but it made traversing, especially in Zone 4 where crouching is sometimes required, difficult. Because for those of you that don't know, when you crouch while sprinting, you slide. And so rather than actually being able to crouch over the edge, my character would try and slide, and you can slide off of an edge. But going back to what I was saying originally, the difference in production quality is so crazy between a video like this and a session with my friends where I'm actually editing down. So I have two 2-hour sessions where it's just one of my friends on. And then I have a 3-hour session where all 3 of my friends that I play on the server with got on, and we played for like 3 hours. That one has so much content I might split it into 2 videos. And then we played another 3-hour session with the first friend that I have the 2 solo sessions with, and then the friend that actually owns the server. And so I have 10 hours of content that I have to go through, and it's just a lot. Like, I can't just throw a 4 times speed on this thing and talk over it. Like, I have to go through. We're all friends in real life, so one of my friends wasn't paying attention and doxed all of our last names. So I have to go through and, like, edit all of that out. And overall, some of the jokes that we made were about, like, dealing with editing and the way that you edit a video. And so just it's gonna take me a long time to actually get those videos ready, which is why I was like, well, I have this backlog of like 10 videos that I hadn't finished editing yet. I had only put out 1 video, the very first video. I had a couple more edited. I had 2 edited when we had those sessions, but I had only put out 1 video. And so I was like, well, channel's new anyways. It'll be good to practice consistency and that sort of thing. And so now that with this video here, I have officially built up backlog, and going forward, it is going to be primarily focused on that Let's Play and funny moments. So I'm still going to do solo sessions. My friends aren't on that consistently, and so I think it's probably for the best to still primarily do solo content. But I really do enjoy playing with my friends, and I think it's probably a little more interesting for you guys to watch too. So I do plan on, you know, filming with them whenever I can, but majority of my content is probably going to be Let's Plays, where, you know, like the way that Markiplier or Dan TDM, you know, a lot of those other ones, like the guys that I grew up watching on YouTube, the way that they would play Minecraft, that sort of thing. Not Markiplier on the Minecraft, but anyways, you know, that's the kind of content that I want to push out for the most part, rather than this lower quality slop, I guess you could call it. But it was good for someone who's never done YouTube before, actually getting to get their hands dirty with everything that's required for making YouTube content, because I had never recorded before. I had to find a video editor, a game capture, an audio capture. I had to figure out how to do cuts, how to do transitions, how to match up audio. There's a lot of things that I've had to learn, and so I'm happy that I'm doing it now on these videos where it doesn't matter quite as much, and I'm having the opportunity to actually build up at least a little bit of a following. As of recording this, I had 12 followers, and someone unfollowed. So we're back down to 11. I don't know what we're at now. Maybe I'll like leave down in the description when I post this video the number of subscribers that we're at as of posting this video. But as of recording this audio, it's only 12. I'm sorry guys, I know I'm not talking a lot about the video footage today, but I do want to just kind of give everybody a rundown on what the future of the channel is going to look like. And so just real quick, what's happening is I gave up. I was like, I'm tired of waiting on my friends, which is funny because I think think they ended up joining the next day after I recorded this. But I was like, I'm tired of waiting for them to go and find dinosaurs. So I was pretty sure that you found them by going into the mouth of the volcanoes. So as you watched, I spent a long time climbing down, just to go to the wrong kind of volcano, I guess, because there was nothing down there. And so I could hear the jungle music. You can hear it in the background, or I guess more the jungle ambiance. And so I was trying to find the jungle caves, but I couldn't find it. I tunneled in every single direction. I tunneled up. I tunneled down. I pretty much kept going until the ambiance went away, and I just never found any. So in the next session with that first friend, by the way, these plants, they suck. They're the worst. But in that next session that I have with my friend, he had actually found where dinosaurs were on a different level, or Zone 4 island. And so we end up hopping on and going to the dinosaurs together. And then, so those 2 sessions with him are really just 2, we took a little bit of a break in between, but those were all the same day. And then that 3-hour session with the other 2 friends joining us was that same night as well. Like, we played a lot of Hytale that day. But it was just funny that I had given up, went looking for dinosaurs, friend decides to get on, we go find dinosaurs, and that's when the other 2 actually decided to join us. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And just a reminder that going forward, the content is going to be shifting to more heavily edited, more clips, rather than just the full unedited video in time-lapse. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, don't forget to hit that bell so you'll be notified when the videos come out. Have a great day.